Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness, hoping you are well today. All right, this is another message from Beyond the Veil. So this is from a past loved one. I am Elle, and I welcome you to my channel. If you are new here, a special warm welcome to you. If you are returning, much gratitude to you for supporting my channel. Okay, so right off the bat here, I'm getting that the person who has passed was somebody who was very deeply rooted in their family, community, or tradition, but they were somebody people looked up to, like maybe a mentor, somebody, a community leader, or I'm getting a really like a congregation looked up to this person, like they were a leader in their congregation, not necessarily a pastor or, a leader in a religious setting, but somebody that was always there for people, kind of like, grandmother in the community where, maybe a small community that maybe, they kind of influenced a lot of the rearing of the neighborhood children. I feel like a village kind of energy, like a very close-knit community. And this person was like deeply rooted in that community, like maybe historically had been there for quite a while, but also was somebody who was an exemplar in the community, somebody who kind of raised the elevation of the community, but they were deeply passionate. I'm getting this person may have died in a fire, or they were an elder and, died from natural causes, but they may have wanted to be cremated. This person had a lot of wisdom. They don't necessarily have to be old, but for some reason I'm getting an old energy, like an elder, like this person was an elder of some sort. Could have been a fire sign, could have been an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. But they were like kind of spiritual, but not spiritual. Maybe not overtly spiritual, but they had a deep-rooted philosophy of their belief system, of their soul's purpose. They were very focused on their soul. They were very passionate about caring for other people. They were lively. Even though I get an energy of somewhat of a sedate person, there was a jovialness about them. They laughed. I'm seeing like almost like a toothless laugh. They were deeply compassionate, but they were giving, very generous, very open. If they saw a need in the community, they would do what they could to help fulfill it. Volunteering or fundraising, food drives, things of that nature. Let me see. But this was somebody who, it almost feels like they had a dream, or they know you have a dream. That there's something that there's something that they know you want to do in your heart, that for some reason others have convinced you not to do. Like, that's not appropriate, you don't want to do that. Are you sure? Like, are you sure you want to quit your job and start that? What they're asking you to do, what their message is for you, is to follow your passion, follow your heart. If you are deeply aligned with this dream, this goal, go for it. This is follow your passion. Go with what your heart is telling you is right for you. You can listen to the advice of the critics if you want, but live through alignment. There is an opportunity that will be presented to you. Act on it. Go for it. Go for it. You don't necessarily have to derail your entire life. Start small, take small steps, but find what resources you have to make this dream come true. If there's, okay, this is very specific, but if you have like an RV and you don't use it, sell it so that you can finance this. That's not for everybody, but that was very specific. But they want you to live with passion. This is something, it was almost like they were harboring a dream that you may or may not have known about, that they didn't take, and it was a regret for them. It may have been they wanted to start a business. Maybe they wanted to, just create their art. You have a gift. You have a gift. And what they're saying to you is share it. You are to share this gift. It will help create abundance for you. But what you need to do is develop some sort of a plan and then look at the resources around you. What do you have to be able to implement this plan, to be able to share your gift with the world, because it's important. You have worked hard to get where you are. You have worked hard. You've invested a lot in yourself to build what you have. You don't have to get rid of that. You don't have to dismiss all that you have built in order to pursue this dream. This could be a side hustle for right now, but you need to start small. I mean, there is a very strong energy of don't just sell everything and, move to, Ireland. Start small. Start developing a market for your gift. If you have a gift you want to share with the world, and I'm really getting like this is something you make that it's tangible, but it doesn't have to be. This gift comes from a deep love within yourself. It is a part of your authentic self. You know it. It is your truth. And when you share this gift, you are in such powerful alignment that it feels as though you are really co-creating with the universe. You feel very connected when you are experiencing this gift and alignment. It's so deeply satisfying. And now you're like, I don't want to not have that in my life. I want to be able to do this. I want to share it. There's going to be an opportunity for you. That's why this message is so important. It's so timely. When you see this message, look for the opportunity. It will be subtle. So for some, it's going to be like, bam, right in your face. But for others, it will be subtle. Don't miss it. But when you see this opportunity, like someone invites you to a craft show and, why don't you bring your stuff out and see how well you do? That's the opportunity. Take it. Don't hesitate. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't let others talk yourself out of it. Listen to the birds. They're like, go for it. Because it is part of your mission, your purpose, your divine destiny to take that opportunity. This is what your loved one is trying to share with you. They had a similar gift that they never used to share with others. They may have used it around the house for, practical reasons, but that's what they were taught. And for you, they're saying, please share this with the world. It's so important to share your energy. It feels as though you have been kind of culturally programmed to believe this, you don't want to do that. It's never going to go anywhere. You know how hard it is to make money in a niche market. The cottage industry is overwhelmed and oversaturated. You're good, but do you really think you're going to be able to pull this off? You're going to hear that. It's okay to listen, but it's not okay to convince yourself that it's true. There is a truth here within you that your loved one is saying, please express this truth. Please share this truth. It may be a spiritual gift. And I'm just going to share with you an example. My grandmother was a clairvoyant. My mother was a clairvoyant. My aunt was a clairvoyant, is a clairvoyant. I have always been clairvoyant. But I didn't know. No one in my family shared with me that they were clairvoyant. No one. Not my mother. All the times that I went through these experiences, I thought I was crazy. My mother never said, well, honey, you're clairvoyant. We all are. No one said that to me. I didn't know until 2 years ago when my aunt calls me out of the blue and said, what do you know about psychics? And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, you know, my mom, your grandmother, used to see things. I jumped out of my chair. I'm like, what the are you talking about? You mean grandma was clairvoyant? Yeah, I think that's what you call it. You're kidding me. At that time, I was 58 years old. Why no one told me? Why no one shared with me what I was experiencing? Why? Because in their cultural framework, people laughed at you. You don't want to be laughed at. And I said, why didn't she share her gift? Well, because people would laugh at her. Well, that's cultural conditioning. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Sorry. Who gives a shit if somebody laughs at you for your gift? That's on them. That's an indictment on them, not on you. So I embraced my clairvoyance. And when I met my twin, that's when I became more of a medium. That's what activated in me my mediumship, when I met my twin flame. And then I became clairaudient, and the mediumship really became prevalent. And now it's like every day I get messages. And, yeah. And, it's kind of like, this is the message for you. What is it that is your gift? What is it that is your truth? Because this loved one is urging you to share it, to take that opportunity. Whatever opportunity is presented to you, live your passion. Be spontaneous. Be your authentic self. And let your light shine. Do not allow the cultural conditioning to diminish your gift, your light, your passion, your purpose. Live it. Share it. You're going to heal a generation. You're healing a generational conditioning. Have the strength to pull yourself out of that conditioning. They regret that. They regret having not lived their purpose, their passion. Although they were a wonderful person, they were important to the community. They did so much. Their passion, their light, never was allowed to shine as brilliantly as they wanted because of the cultural conditioning. There is an issue with stability here. You're forging new ground. You're a spiritual pioneer. And you're having to relinquish the control of the conditioning of an old belief system in order to step out into your truth and authenticity. But they are saying that this is something that you need to do. It's important. And it is a way of validating they're living this passion through you. It's like it's connected. It's like they had a gift and yours is stronger and more powerful and more overt than theirs. Theirs was very subtle, and they hid it. They kept it in a box, kind of, so to speak. Because their cultural conditioning is, you can't be that. What will people say? What will they believe about you and our family? So there was this pressure of not living the gift because it might have created some drama. Got some fives. I really feel like this is really living from the heart, and this is what's going to heal some generations. And that what they're saying is they hate to put this responsibility on you for healing them, but through doing what you do, you're going to heal them. I can feel it. For somebody that just send a tingle down your spine, because you know that is true for you. There is a part, I'm seeing some pottery. I don't know if that's relevant. It could be. This is, this is a message for, it could be for one person, it could be for 5 people, it could be for 500 people. But there's a common thread. What they're showing me is this is going to create an equilibrium and stability, because their regret is, it's almost like, I don't know how to describe it. It's balancing out their regret by uplifting yourself through this gift, by taking on this challenge, this opportunity. You're equalizing their regret. They're living vicariously through you, and then they can then release the regret. Okay, that's all I have. Yeah, there's. I just named some animals that I see. Could be a coyote, could be a falcon or a hawk, and a peacock. This is a time for you not to be afraid to be seen for who you are. It's time to expose your truth. Okay? All right, I hope that helps. Please leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so, liking this video to get my messages out to others, and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm posting a new message. And also, leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. I truly, truly do. It really feels like we're connected when I can hear your voice and your words and sharing your stories with me. So thank you so much. I'm Elle, hoping you are well, and I will see you soon.